How to code with Google Antigravity. Traditional AI coding assistants are officially hitting a structural ceiling. If you've spent the last few years copying code blocks out of an isolated chatbox sidebar, manually pasting them into your editor, and then hunting down the missing dependencies yourself, you know how heavy that cognitive toll is. Today we are unlocking Google Antigravity 2.0, the platform that shifts development away from basic code autocomplete and moves it entirely into the era of autonomous AI software engineering agents. So Antigravity isn't just a AI plugin slapped onto a text editor. It is a agentic development ecosystem powered by models like Gemini 3.1 Pro and Claude Sonnet. Instead of asking the AI to write a single function, you delegate entire software tasks to it. The agent operates with complete multi-service autonomy. It can independently read your local directory, modify multiple code files simultaneously, run terminal commands, debug its own errors, and visually test the final interface in a live web browser. Let's map out the system architecture so you can run it flawlessly. Alright guys, so in order to start, of course, make sure to grab the Antigravity. So you go to the official page, then you press on download, and then you just download the installer for your specific operating system. So, and after that you complete the installation process on Windows, Mac or Linux, you will notice a massive shift from previous versions. The platform now deploys as an independent two-part product ecosystem. On your machine, you will see two distinct app launches. First, you have Antigravity standalone app, recognizable by its clean white background icon. This is your master agent manager. Think of it as your mission control center. It operates completely independently of any specific code editor, allowing you to launch, track, and orchestrate multiple local AI subagents working in parallel across different project workspaces. And second, you have Antigravity IDE marked by its dark black grid background icon. This is a fully featured, heavily optimized development environment built on a custom fork of VS Code. It inherits all your favorite themes, extensions, and shortcuts, but embeds the agent core deeply into the file editor itself. So let's click into the Agent Manager dashboard and break down the visual layouts. And now let's master the workspace interface and review policies. When you open the central dashboard, now the interface is split into three clean structural pillars that keep your development pipelines perfectly organized. On the left far column, you have your Workspaces panel. This defines the exact project folder boundaries on your hard drive that the AI is authorized to view. Right below it sits the Playground sandbox, where you can test out random code snippets without touching your production files. The middle column functions as an inbox. Instead of throwing all your prompts into the one long messy chat scroll that eventually overloads the AI's memory, Antigravity treats every assignment like an isolated email thread. Every coding task gets its own thread, tracking its precise status, whether the agent is currently idle, running, or blocked, waiting for your input. And the right side is your primary command console, where you input instructions and monitor the engine's internal tracking loop. So before you type your prompt, you must set your review policy in the settings panel. So navigate to the settings right over here, open up Antigravity settings, navigate here, and this is your setting right here on the terminal, and this is the drop down, and let me explain. So you have three choices. Firstly, we have always proceed. This hands full autonomy to the agent, letting it write files and execute terminal tasks without ever stopping for permission. Then agent decides. It can be also named differently based on the version, and this is the default setting where the AI works autonomously but pauses for your explicit manual sign-off if it hits a major architectural decision. Then also we have request review, which is the last one on the list. This forces the agent to stop and get your confirmation before executing any file change or command line execution. So because Antigravity builds software autonomously, writing vague one-line descriptions will cause the agent to waste time making design assumptions. To get production-grade architecture on the very first try, you need to structure your prompt with explicitly defined tag choices, routing paths, and database bindings. So let's look at the highly optimized examples of prompts that I'll give you that you can copy and drop into your central command bar. So when you're ready with your prompt, type it in here, choose some good model, let's just leave it at this, and then press send. And the moment you hit send on one of these prompts, the agent begins executing its build cycle. To maintain absolute transparency and build user trust, Antigravity introduces the artifact system. It will never secretly run code behind the scenes. Instead, it generates verifiable, step-by-step deliverables directly inside your command window. And first, the agent generates a structured task list, breaking your prompt down into discrete engineering micro steps. Second, it generates a highly technical implementation plan explaining exactly what source files it is about to modify and what new files it needs to build. Once you review the plan and click approve or accept all, as you can see right here, the code changes across your screen inside the Antigravity IDE. And once the code is written, the platform silently initializes your local web server in the background and spins up an isolated instance of a web browser. The agent physically clicks through your buttons, fills out your input fields, and reads the internal browser console logs for crashes. If it detects a broken script or a visual rendering error, it halts, flags the bug, runs a self-healing diagnostic routine to fix its own code, and captures comparative before and after screenshots to prove the interface is 100% functional before it marks the task complete. And by shifting your engineering pipeline out of standard isolated chat sidebars and moving into the agentic workspace, you eliminate the mechanical drag of software development. You focus on high-level systemic logic, while the automation infrastructure processes the boilerplate underneath. After that, when it's generated, you can just run this build and check for the changes, right? Check the code. And then if you want, you can deploy your project. Hit that subscribe button right now to keep your technical tutorials, engineering workflows, and advanced development setups completely optimized. That's it for this one, guys. Enjoy.